If you're over 50, your body isn't giving up, it's getting wiser. It's asking for better fuel so you can keep doing the things you love with clarity, strength, and ease. Today, I'm walking you through 8 golden foods I recommend building into your daily routine, plus the simple American-style meals that make it easy. You'll get clear portions, grocery tips, quick prep options, and safety notes to help you use them confidently. This is educational, not medical advice. If you take prescription medications, especially blood thinners, or you manage diabetes, kidney disease, or heart conditions, talk with your clinician before making changes. Let's start with why food matters more after 50. Muscle mass naturally declines with age, which means we need a little more high-quality protein and a reason to move. Metabolism slows, so fiber becomes your friend for feeling full without overeating. Blood vessels get less flexible, so healthy fats and polyphenols can make a noticeable difference. Bone density drops faster, so calcium, vitamin D, vitamin K, and protein become non-negotiable. Blood sugar control gets trickier for some people, so choosing slow digesting carbs helps keep energy steady. And your gut microbiome changes, which means fermented foods and diverse fibers can calm inflammation and improve digestion. You don't need a fad diet. You need a reliable rhythm of foods that do real work for your heart, brain, bones, and muscles. The first golden food is oats and other intact whole grains. In the American kitchen, that means rolled or steel-cut oats, barley, quinoa, brown rice, or farro. Aim for about a half cup to 1 cup cooked at a time, and pair it with protein and healthy fats. Oats carry soluble fiber that helps lower LDL cholesterol and smooth out blood sugar swings. A quick American breakfast that works is rolled oats with hot water or milk, a sprinkle of cinnamon, a tablespoon of ground flaxseed, and a handful of blueberries from the freezer aisle. If you prefer savory, make oats like grits. Saute a little onion and spinach in olive oil, stir in cooked oats, finish with lemon and black pepper, and put a fried or poached egg on top. A budget-friendly lunch is a quinoa barley blend tossed with cherry tomatoes, cucumber, a handful of parsley, a splash of extra virgin olive oil, and a squeeze of lemon. Keep instant oat packets in perspective. Most are packed with sugar and salt. Choose plain oats and build your flavor with fruit, spices, or a drizzle of honey if you need it. If you're carbo-sensitive, keep portions to about a half cup cooked and always pair grains with protein, like Greek yogurt, eggs, beans, or cottage cheese. The second golden food is leafy greens. Americans can get these in a dozen easy forms: bagged baby spinach, arugula, chopped romaine, kale salads, even frozen chopped spinach. Aim for 2 cups raw or a cup cooked each day. Leafy greens bring natural nitrates that help your blood vessels relax, folate for brain and heart support, antioxidants, and vitamin K, which helps with bone proteins. If you're on warfarin or other vitamin K-sensitive blood thinners, keep your greens intake consistent and coordinate with your doctor. The fastest way to cook them is a 5-minute skillet. Warm olive oil, add minced garlic, pile in spinach, saute until just wilted, finish with lemon and black pepper. Toss a fistful of arugula on your eggs, pizza, pasta, or any grain bowl. Keep a big container of washed mixed greens in the fridge, and use a simple vinaigrette you can make once and keep for 3 days. 3 parts extra virgin olive oil to 1 part red wine vinegar or lemon juice, a teaspoon of Dijon, and pepper. Taste first. You may not need extra salt. The third golden food is berries and deeply colored fruits. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, cherries, pomegranate arils, even Concord grapes in season. 1 cup a day is a smart goal. As an American shopper, the best move is grabbing frozen mixed berries. They're picked at peak ripeness and cost less. The pigments in berries support your blood vessels and may help with memory and processing speed. Use them on oatmeal in yogurt bowls or simmer them for 3 minutes to make a quick compote to spoon over whole grain toast or cottage cheese. Whole fruit beets fruit juice because the fiber slows absorption, which is especially important if you're managing blood sugar. If you're watching carbs, pair fruit with protein, like Greek yogurt or a small handful of nuts. The fourth golden food is nuts and seeds, with a special shout-out to omega-3 rich seeds. A small handful of nuts, around 1 ounce, and 1 tablespoon of seeds, like ground flaxseed or chia, is a strong daily habit. Americans have easy access to almonds, walnuts, pistachios, pecans, pumpkin seeds, and sesame. Nuts bring healthy fats, vitamin E, magnesium, and plant protein that keep you satisfied and support your heart. Ground flaxseed adds plant omega-3s and soluble fiber to nudge cholesterol and triglycerides in the right direction. Sprinkle a tablespoon of ground flax on your oatmeal or yogurt. Keep a small jar of mixed nuts on the counter and portion a handful into a snack bag so you don't mindlessly overeat. If you have a nut allergy, use seeds like pumpkin, sunflower, chia, and ground flax instead. Store ground flaxseed in the fridge and use it within a few weeks to keep it fresh. Remember that nuts are calorie-dense, so let them replace, not add to other fats or snacks. The fifth golden food is beans and lentils. Americans can make this simple with canned beans and quick cooking lentils. Aim for a half cup to 1 cup cooked a day, even if you spread it out across meals. Beans combine fiber and protein in a way that supports your cholesterol, blood sugar, and gut health. Rinse canned beans to reduce sodium. A fast 10-minute skillet is olive oil, onion, garlic, a can of low-sodium beans, a shake of cumin or chili powder, a handful of baby spinach, and a handful of cherry tomatoes. Another trick is blending a cup of white beans into tomato soup to get a silky texture with extra protein and fiber. If beans bloat you, start with a half cup, cook thoroughly, try lentils or canned beans first, and add herbs like cumin and fennel. Tacos are an easy American win: warm corn tortillas, black bean salsa, avocado slices, and a squeeze of lime with a side salad. The sixth golden food is fermented dairy or fortified cultured alternatives. This is where Greek yogurt, kefir, and cottage cheese shine. Aim for about 3/4 to 1 cup of Greek yogurt or kefir, or a half to 3/4 cup of cottage cheese. These bring high-quality protein for muscle maintenance, calcium for bones, and live cultures that support digestion and immune balance. Pick plain varieties to avoid excess sugar and sweeten yourself with fruit cinnamon or a light drizzle of honey. If dairy bothers you, try lactose-free options or choose fortified soy yogurt or kefir, which most closely match dairy for protein. A savory American breakfast favorite is cottage cheese with sliced tomatoes, olive oil, pepper, and everything bagel seasoning, ideally low sodium. A sweet option is plain Greek yogurt with blueberries, a tablespoon of walnuts or pumpkin seeds, and cinnamon. If you have kidney issues, talk with your clinician about the right protein and potassium balance for your situation. The seventh golden food is fatty fish or a smart omega-3 plant. 2 servings a week of salmon, trout, mackerel, sardines, or herring is the standard recommendation, each serving 3 to 4 ounces. On days you don't eat fish, include plant omega-3s from a tablespoon of ground flaxseed or chia. Marine omega-3s support triglycerides, heart rhythm, blood vessel function, and brain health. Americans can keep this simple with frozen salmon fillets, canned salmon, or canned sardines. A quick dinner is broiled salmon with olive oil, lemon zest, and pepper, 8 minutes under the broiler. A no-cook lunch is canned salmon or sardines on whole grain toast with mustard and dill, plus a side salad. If you avoid fish, you can talk to your clinician about algae-based omega-3 supplements for DHA and EPA. Be mindful that large predatory fish like swordfish and some tuna steaks can carry more mercury. Salmon and sardines are usually lower. The eighth golden food is extra virgin olive oil. 1 to 2 tablespoons a day as your primary cooking or finishing fat is a powerful move. Olive oil provides monounsaturated fats and polyphenols that support the good cholesterol you want and protect the bad cholesterol from oxidation. The easiest American shift is to cook vegetables with olive oil and finish grain bowls, salads, and fish with a drizzle. Make a house vinaigrette with 3 parts olive oil, 1 part lemon juice or vinegar, a small squeeze of Dijon and pepper, and keep it in a jar for a few days. Taste your food before salting. Good olive oil adds flavor that may let you use less salt overall. Store your olive oil in a cool, dark place to protect the flavor and benefits. There is one simple booster I love for color and polyphenols: turmeric with black pepper. Stir 1/4 to a half teaspoon of turmeric with a pinch of black pepper into scrambled eggs, soups, or warm milk tea. If you're on blood thinners or have gallbladder issues, talk with your doctor before using turmeric daily. Let's stitch this into an easy American day that hits all 8 without feeling like a chore. For breakfast, make oatmeal with rolled oats, top with blueberries, a tablespoon of ground flaxseed, and a sprinkle of cinnamon. Add a side of plain Greek yogurt for protein. Coffee on the side is fine. Keep the syrups and heavy creamers in check and lean on cinnamon for flavor. For lunch, toss a salad with baby spinach and arugula, cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, red onion, a half cup of chickpeas, a small handful of walnuts or almonds, and dress with that olive oil and lemon vinaigrette. Add a half cup of cooked quinoa or barley for staying power. For a snack, go with an apple and a handful of pistachios, or pour a glass of plain kefir with a dash of cinnamon. For dinner, broil a salmon fillet and serve it with sautéed kale or spinach, finished with lemon and a teaspoon of olive oil, plus a half cup of brown rice or a side of white beans. If you want an evening warm drink, make a simple turmeric ginger tea with a little honey if needed. That day was affordable, American grocery friendly, and it touched oats, greens, berries, nuts and seeds, beans, fermented dairy, fatty fish, and olive oil, plus the turmeric booster. Now let's talk real life, because kitchens don't run like a TV show. If you're on a budget, frozen produce is your friend. Frozen berries and frozen spinach are nutrient-packed and usually cheaper. Canned beans and canned salmon or sardines are affordable and keep forever in the pantry. Oats, brown rice, and dried lentils bought in bulk are some of the cheapest nutrient-dense foods in the store. If you're short on time, batch a few things on Sunday. Cook a pot of grains, roast a tray of vegetables, boil 6 eggs, rinse and spin a big salad box, and portion nuts and seeds into little jars. 10 minutes the night before can set you up for success in the morning. In a pinch, a yogurt bowl with fruit and flax or sardines on toast with arugula is a 2-minute meal. If your stomach is sensitive, start gentle and build up. Lentils and well-cooked canned beans are often easier than firm, dry beans. If dairy bloats you, try lactose-free milk, Greek yogurt, or kefir, or choose fortified soy versions. If you're cautious with carbohydrates, keep fruit and grains to modest portions and always pair them with protein and fat for balance. If you're worried healthy food will taste bland, master 3 things: citrus, fresh herbs, and toasted spices, lemon on greens, dill on salmon, cilantro on beans, and a light toasting of cumin or coriander in the pan can transform flavor without extra salt. Texture matters too. Add crunch with pumpkin seeds or walnuts, creaminess with yogurt or avocado, and brightness with tomatoes and berries. Let's walk through a week so you can see how this looks in a typical American routine. Day 1, breakfast is oatmeal with mixed berries and ground flaxseed with a side of Greek yogurt. Lunch is a spinach salad with chickpeas, walnuts, and vinaigrette with a half cup of brown rice. Dinner is broiled salmon with garlic, sautéed kale, and pearled barley. Snack is an apple with pistachios. Day 2, breakfast is a kefir smoothie, kefir, mixed berries, a tablespoon of chia, vanilla, and an optional scoop of unsweetened protein. Lunch is a lentil tomato skillet with arugula on top and a side of quinoa. Dinner is canned sardines on whole grain toast with mustard and dill plus a cucumber tomato salad dressed with olive oil. Snack is cottage cheese with pineapple or peaches. Day 3, breakfast is a Greek yogurt bowl with strawberries, pumpkin seeds, and ground flaxseed. Lunch is a Tuscan white bean soup with chopped spinach stirred in and a whole grain roll. Dinner is trout with roasted Brussels sprouts and wild rice. Snack is an orange with almonds. Day 4, breakfast is savory oats with sautéed mushrooms and spinach topped with a fried or poached egg. Lunch is quinoa tabbouleh with chickpeas, parsley, lemon, and olive oil. Dinner is salmon burgers made from canned salmon and egg, oats, and herbs, served on mixed greens. Snack is a glass of kefir with blueberries. Day 5, breakfast is oatmeal with cherries and walnuts and a dusting of cocoa. Lunch is a sardine and white bean salad over chopped romaine with capers and lemon. Dinner is baked cod with sautéed Swiss chard and farro. Snack is a pear with pecans. Day 6 is budget-friendly. Breakfast is cottage cheese with tomatoes and olive oil on whole grain toast. Lunch is a black bean bowl with brown rice, salsa, cilantro, and a few slices of avocado. Dinner is a pouch of mackerel or salmon warmed and set over wilting spinach and small potatoes with olive oil. Snack is a banana with pumpkin seeds. Day 7 is a gentle reset. Breakfast is a kefir parfait with blueberries, chia seeds, and cinnamon. Lunch is a kale and barley soup with white beans and an olive oil drizzle. Dinner is grilled salmon or tofu with an arugula and tomato salad and a side of quinoa. Snack is grapes with walnuts. Repeat the week by rotating your fish species, your greens, your grains, and your beans so nutrients stay diverse and boredom stays low. Let's tighten up portions because that's where plans succeed or fail. A half-cup cooked grains looks like a rounded ice cream scoop. 1 cup berries fills a small cereal bowl. A small handful of nuts is what you can cup in your palm. 1 tablespoon seeds is about what covers a soup spoon. For beans and lentils, a half cup is a generous ladle scoop. For Greek yogurt or kefir, 3/4 to 1 cup is a small bowl or a standard glass. For fish, 3 to 4 ounces is about the size of a deck of cards. For olive oil, 1 to 2 tablespoons a day is usually enough if you're using it to replace butter and heavy dressings. If weight is a goal, let nuts and olive oil replace less healthy fats instead of adding on top. If blood pressure is a concern, use lemon, herbs, and spices to reduce your need for salt, and choose low-sodium beans, canned fish in water, and low-sodium seasoning blends. A quick set of safety notes because they matter. If you take blood thinners like warfarin, keep your leafy green intake steady day to day and coordinate with your clinician. If you regularly use turmeric or ginger, check with your doctor because they can affect clotting in some people. If you have diabetes, pair carbs with protein and fat. Keep fruit to 1 serving at a time, and consider checking your blood sugar to see how new meals affect you. If you have kidney disease, customize protein and potassium portions. For example, large amounts of greens, beans, and dairy may need adjusting. If you have gout, moderate sardines and anchovies, and lean toward salmon and plant omega-3s. If you have allergies or intolerances, swap nuts for seeds, dairy for fortified soy, and pick grains that suit you. I want to give you 8 mini recipes you can actually make without a long ingredient list. First, oats like a berry crisp. Make a half cup rolled oats with hot water. Microwave a cup of frozen berries for 2 minutes to make a warm compote. Add a tablespoon of chopped pecans and cinnamon. Second, 5-minute skillet greens. Warm olive oil, add garlic, pile in a big bowl of spinach, finish with lemon pepper and red pepper flakes. Third, a berry kefir smoothie. Blend kefir, 1 cup berries, a tablespoon of chia and vanilla, and keep fruit to 1 serving. Fourth, walnut, herb pestle, basil, walnuts, olive oil, lemon, and garlic, then spoon it on fish, beans, eggs, or vegetables. Fifth, a lentil tomato skillet. Sauté onion and garlic in olive oil, add a cup of cooked lentils and canned tomatoes, oregano, and a handful of spinach, then serve over quinoa or on whole grain toast. Sixth, a Greek yogurt savory bowl, top with cherry tomatoes, cucumber, olive oil, dill, and a pinch of salt if you use it. Add pumpkin seeds for crunch. Seventh, 8-minute broiled salmon. Coat a fillet with olive oil, lemon zest, and pepper. Broil until just flaky and serve with barley and greens. Eighth, an everyday vinaigrette you will actually use. Shake 3 tablespoons olive oil, 1 tablespoon red wine vinegar or lemon juice, and a teaspoon of Dijon with pepper. Keep it in a jar for 3 days and put it on everything. Here's a 2-minute daily checklist to keep on your fridge. Greens, 2 cups raw or 1 cup cooked. Grains, a half cup to 1 cup cooked intact whole grains. Berries, 1 cup. Nuts and seeds, 1 small handful of nuts and 1 tablespoon seeds. Beans or lentils, a half cup to 1 cup cooked. Fermented dairy or fortified cultured alternative, 3/4 to 1 cup. Fatty fish 2 times per week and plant omega-3s on the other days. Olive oil, 1 to 2 tablespoons. If you check off most of these most days, you're going to feel the difference in your energy, digestion, and focus within a few weeks. Now let's bring this home for an American lifestyle. Grocery stores here give you everything you need in one loop. The outer aisles have your produce, dairy, and proteins, and 1 or 2 center aisles hold your oats, beans, and olive oil. Buy frozen berries and spinach to save money and cut waste. Choose canned salmon and low-sodium beans to keep protein easy. Grab rolled oats, brown rice, quinoa, and lentils from the book bins or the store brand section. Keep a good extra virgin olive oil in a dark bottle. Pick plain Greek yogurt and kefir, then flavor them your way. Build a house salad mix, greens plus chopped vegetables that you refresh twice a week. Keep a bowl of apples, oranges, or pears on the counter so you grab fruit first. Portion nuts into small containers so you don't blow past your needs for the day. And remember that good food doesn't have to be complicated. It needs to be consistent. A few common pitfalls are easy to fix. If you try to eat all 8 foods in one sitting, your digestion will complain. Spread them across the day. If your weight creeps up because you added nuts and olive oil, measure and replace. Don't pile on top of what you already eat. If beans leave you bloated, rinse. Cook thoroughly, start with lentils, and slowly increase your portion. If you miss sweets, let fruit and cinnamon carry more of the load, and keep added sugars to teaspoons, not tablespoons. If food tastes bland, don't run to salt. Run to lemon, herbs, and toasted spices. Taste as you cook. You'll be surprised how much flavor you can get without extra sodium. This is not about chasing a perfect number on a scale or a lab test. It's about building a rhythm that makes your mornings feel light, your afternoons steady, and your evenings calm. Oats and whole grains steady your energy. Leafy greens support your vessels and bones. Berries bring color and brain support. Nuts and seeds keep you satisfied and your heart protected. Beans and lentils give you the fiber plus protein combo that helps everything from cholesterol to digestion. Fermented dairy or fortified cultured alternatives protect your muscles and bones and help your gut. Fatty fish feeds your heart and brain. Olive oil ties it all together with flavor and artery support. Day after day, these foods compound, like a good retirement account for your body. If this helped, subscribe for more practical, doctor-explained routines that actually fit the American kitchen and budget. Tell me in the comments which 2 foods you'll start with tomorrow and what your biggest challenge is. I'll help you troubleshoot and tailor this to your life. You deserve food that loves you back every single day.